Hey guys, it is MissSimReno. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. And if you're brand new, I am very excited that you decided to join me here today for another apartment renovation, except this time we're in Evergreen Harbor working on Stonestreet Apartments number 4, and we turn it into a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment, but there's also an office, a pretty big kitchen, to be frank. Didn't realize how big I made the kitchen, and a very nice cozy living space. And I feel like I've done a floor plan like this before, specifically in this unit. This is probably nothing new, but I really enjoyed this apartment. I went into it with pretty much zero idea as to what I was gonna do. At first I was gonna do like dark blues and browns and just do something really cozy. And then I thought to myself, you do that all the time. So can you pull back just like a little bit? Can you like change it up just a tad? And then I was like, cool, I'll just go kind of mismatchy. So I pulled out this bookcase and started to bring out like different wood tones. And that's when I decided it was just going to be really colorful. And it was just going to be a nice family apartment. That was kind of the goal. And basically there's room for 4 family members. I made a kids room with bunk beds, and then there's the parents room. But what you could do is you could turn the office into an additional bedroom if you needed it. I just didn't want to make it a bedroom because it didn't have a window, which has never really stopped me before. But I was just feeling like, you know what? I don't need to pack on the Sims in this house. I'll just go ahead and make it into an office space or something like that. And it also gave me space to add another kids activity that I wasn't able to put in the bedroom. But as you can see, the living room's coming together, which really sparked the whole thing. These oranges and teals and pinks and like yellow orangey woods. I thought it looked so good together. This rug from Life and Death is slowly becoming one of my most used rugs. And I'm so sorry if you're sick of it because I've used it in almost every single build / apartment renovation over the past like month or two, possibly at this point. Don't really know. I've used it in some variation, some swatch, but this was super fun because I got to have all these different colored pillows that tied the colors of the books together. We have like this little beanbag chair that ties in with the orange and the rug. We have clashing patterns. Like it was really fun, and I immediately loved the living space. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make this for pretty much the entire apartment. So it's like it's very colorful. I think I would call this a colorful family apartment. I know, very original, very, very unique, like a super unique name for a video, but that is what it is. We're almost done with the living room at this point. It came together super fast once I started to play with those colors, and then we end up working on the kitchen. And I'm so sorry as well. I have been using the Cozy Kitsch kit way too much. And way too much meaning like all the time. Hopefully you all aren't sick of it, but I love that kit. I really do. I almost hate saying that, mainly because I think we're getting too many kits right now, to be frank. Like there's just kit overload for me. And I knew that was bound to happen when they introduced kits in the first place, but I digress. Has nothing to do with like my love of that creator, because that creator's things are incredible. And this kit is incredible. Like I love the chairs and the table, the couches are beautiful. I just think it's great. But as you can see, I did use the tool mod to get rid of a window there. So that is the only thing that you have to be mindful of. Where that painting was, there was originally a window. So if you don't have the tool mod, that is going to be a bit of a conflict, but it's not a huge deal. With the ability to place windows freely in apartments now, I was able to change out the windows everywhere else. It's so odd though, because in Evergreen Harbor with the apartments, essentially anything that touches a balcony, whether it's the balcony outside this unit that brings you to the front door, or even the apartment unit, I think in Pinecrest Apartments that actually has a balcony, it's not considered owned space, which, especially that other balcony, it makes no sense to me. So therefore, I couldn't change the window in the kitchen or the living room, but I was able to change the windows in all of the bedrooms, and I don't even think there's a window in the bathroom. Yeah, so I added like 2 or 3 windows to the other spaces of the apartment. Not really a big deal. I did pull back a bit on the color in the kitchen just to make the countertops and appliances a little bit more neutral. And that way the color of the rug and the chairs were really able to pop, which I really enjoyed. I also kept the orange hood, mainly because I forgot, but I thought it also looked nice. I tried to tie in these little bits of color and allow the big pieces like the chairs and the couches, for example, in the living room really stand out with those colors. And then we just decorate this little hallway space, nothing extravagant. I add a bookcase just because I thought the one in the living room probably would be blocked with some of the things that I added. I wasn't 100% sure, so I just added one in the hallway because why not? And then I add some sconces because what do? they save lives. They do. You have a blank wall space, you can either add a painting or a sconce. That's my logic. That is why pretty much every inch of wall is covered with like a sconce or a painting in my builds. So I'm not really that sorry about it. And this is the one and only bathroom. I used that really cute shower tub combo from Parenthood with the little elephants, because I was thinking that with the kids here, I think they're fairly young kids. I'm not talking like 5 or 6, maybe they're like 7 or 8, so they're still into some of those kid things while nearing preteen age, whatever, which is like a terrifying thought. Like that jump from like, let's say age 8 or 9 to 13 is so significant. It's terrifying. It must be terrifying for parents to experience that. But this is the parents' room, which I thought was so pretty because this bed from Growing Together, I was able to tie in all of the colors that I had in the living room, though I do swap out the rug to the exact same one that was in the living room just because I wanted more of the clashing patterns. And then we move on to the kids' room, which is very orangey woods, whites, pinks, and purples, and touches of teal. This is probably one of the most cohesive kids' rooms that I've done in a while, and I really, 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 really liked it. I really liked this kids' room, and I've also been using these curtains from high school years a ton. I don't know why. I used to not like them. Yes, believe that or not. When high school years came out and I saw those curtains, I was like, I really don't like these. These are not my style at all, and now I've been using them all the time. I don't know why I didn't like them either, because they're very bohemian and I love that stuff. So I was very confused by my distaste for them, and now I love them and I'm using them all the time. But I absolutely adored this room. I also add, like one of the last details I add, but I was excited about it, is I take the pillow from the little campers kit and I do add a purple pillow, I think, to the top bunk and a pink pillow to the bottom bunk, just to diversify the bunk beds a bit too, just because they do have the same comforter and I wanted it to be all matchy and things like that. If you're wondering, when you do that with the pillows, it does not block your Sim's ability to use the bed, which is kind of amazing. Their head's going to be a little glitchy. It's going to glitch through that pillow, but it works. So I guess that's fine. Like, that's cool. I also layered these 2 rugs from high school years as well, because the colors were just so perfect. They have a desk. They have some just kind of like decoration toys and stuff like that. I think I add the teddy bear doctor set. I think there's a journal. We have marbles. We have that light speaker. We have a knitting bag as well, because I use that desk from the Nifty Knitting stuff pack. And I thought that one of them was really into crafting. We also have the big stuffed unicorn. And what else did I put? I don't think I put a toy chest, so that's something. I did put a dollhouse, but I like to try to put as many different kids' toys as I can within reason, but I just didn't really want a toy box in this build. But if you did want one, you could go ahead and add one wherever you'd like, so they have some more options as well. But I thought it was so cute. I absolutely loved how this room came together. I really, really, really did. And I'm usually not that big into pink in general. I do like the purples though, and the teals. Those are really nice colors in my opinion. I'm just not a big fan of pink. It's just not my thing. I've also been using wall decals a lot more, and I think I can thank my friend Rachel Pett for that. She uses them far more often than I've ever seen anybody use them, and they always work wonderfully. I don't understand it. I don't get it. So I'm trying to use them too and get comfortable with them. And then we work on this office, which is mainly a space for the kids, I would say. But there is a family computer there, creativity table, and more bookcases for everybody to use. And that is pretty much it for this build. I hope you all enjoyed this one. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts. And I will catch you next time I post a video, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Was it all just a dream, just all in my floating rivers upstream, the things that you said. Tell me and be honest. Tell me, did you know that you would be leaving me just like the winter snow? Tell me and be honest. Tell me, should I've known that you'd be leaving me so painfully quiet and slow? I try my best to move